So on the 24th of January 2012, and 2012 is a really important year. If you look up the astrological meanings, and if you look up the numerological meanings, and if you look up the Mayan calendar meaning and so on, 2012 has significance for many people. But at the time in 2012, it had no significance for me. I was very busy working in the corporate world and having a wonderful life, and had the usual stresses of life, and have a beautiful family and so on. But in 2012, in January, on the 24th of January 2012, I received this most incredible change within my life. This information changed my life forever. And the information came through that I was to receive from that point forward information from universal frequency of love. And that information would be delivered through me, and therefore I would be the channel of this information. And this information would speak directly through, like it does through many, many people. Universal consciousness or information, inspiration comes through many people when you're speaking or writing a speech, when you're painting, when you're creating music, and when you're going about your day, when you're actually in your creative mode, when you all of a sudden get information into your mind that you don't know where it came from, that all of a sudden you have this greatest instinct, intuition, knowing that you have not known where it's coming from, but it gives you information that is accurate. So this information, this guidance has been delivered through me from that point forward. So we're sitting here now, many years later, and this information has been delivering healing and teaching and communicating as promised. And what the information came up and said was that we would be delivering a brand new modality to the planet to help those move through the transition of change from illusion to truth. Now in 2012, when I was in the corporate world, I had no idea what that was going to mean. I felt that meant people who were struggling, suicide prevention, which is a passion of mine that I've worked with and volunteered in that area for many years. That we were going to be helping the stresses of people in life, that we're going to be helping people with the brain injury, mental illness, mental health, physical health. And they said all of this was included, all of this is included, but there was so much more, that we're going to help with the truth, because people will be in fear and anger when they know the truth. And so our company was formed, the Pillar Practice, and the Pillar Practice created this beautiful platform to deliver the information and to receive the information so I could put it into programs. And so the program currently, the signature program that we have is called the Pillar Code. Now I'll be giving you information, and I'll be giving you coding all through the YouTube clips. I'll be giving you information here because it's incredibly important that people wake up, that all people have access to this. So from that point forward, we had been putting together information to be delivering this into programs to help people. But it wasn't until the end of 2019 and then certainly in 2020 when all of the information started to really hit home and make sense. With the bushfires in Australia that just crippled so many thousands of people that still haven't been supported and still are suffering from that. And then, of course, with the pandemic, that global situation, the virus, then the shutdowns, then the business closures, and then the police states increasing, and then the injustice, and then the human population being locked away from family and friends, being disconnected. It is the opposite to what was coming through. What was happening on the planet was the opposite to what was coming through. Channel 2 consciousness is about freedom. It's about free thinking. It's about you finding your truth. It's about you connecting into your truth Believe no one, research everything. Understand that you have your own truths. But what I didn't realize was so much universal information would be lifting the veil on the illusions of our history, the illusions of our life, the illusions of what we've all been led to believe is true. And that veil being lifted has created an awful lot of fear and anger around the world. And so the information from George has been to support people, to help people lift up into their higher frequency. Know the truth, but sit in your peace. Transition your life from the illusion to truth, but sit in love. Understand that there is everything out there showing you to disconnect, isolate, but we say connect. Connect into your highest vibrational frequency of self, connect into your truth, connect into your mind power. Bring the intellect back into your world. Bring the research, bring the knowledge. Take everything off the table and research from the beginning. Don't expect anything to be a basis of your platform, but research. Research and bring truth back into your life. Meditate and bring your soul consciousness back into your being. Have silence and peace and bring all mind, body, and soul into that connection of consciousness. So we say to you through this time, it is about not who you believe, not what you believe, but how you believe. Please hold yourself into your highest frequency. Use your mind, because your mind has been bled dry. Please use your intellect. Please sit there and research. Bring back your brain power. Take away all the toxins that have been polluting your mind, your body, and your soul for all these decades. And bring that clarity back in to your mind so you can have the clarity to know the truth from the illusion. Keep your body in its purest sense. Listen to those who are telling you and have researched about what to do with the health of your body, nutrition of your body. Take everything that you've ever learnt, take it off the table of truth and only put back on things that you can research and you know is real for now. And connect that beautiful soul consciousness, that God consciousness, that higher frequency, that frequency of love. Because when you look at changing, when you look at the world changing, it is changing, but it's changing because it requires freedom. It requires safety for the children. It requires safety for the elderly. It requires love for all. It requires the understanding that when you are born into this world, you are born into the beauty of the planet. And you should be given that due respect. You should be allowed to be sitting in your safety and in your growth with the protection of those who are sitting with a love frequency, guiding you and uplifting you. And when you journey through your adult years, that you have the freedom and the free will and the intellect and the knowledge and the purpose to be guided into a life that is just filled with love and joy. That you can have a life that's of purpose. That you can create a family or create a journey or create a business where you're supported in this. You are not constantly struggling against everything that's trying to pull you down. That you're supported with business. That you help serve people. That you're not paying undue taxes for a country that already has the multitudes of wealth from its resources. That you are not sitting there and you are told what not to do, but you are guided to do what is helping you. You are guided to what to do in your positive, in your growth, in your being. And you're allowed to have that freedom of expression. You can have free speech. You're allowed to speak of God or consciousness or light or love. You're allowed to speak of your education or what you have found in your world to be injustice. You can speak. You can speak with this because it's lifting you up into your highest peace. It's lifting your community up into its highest awareness. You are lifting yourself up into your higher consciousness. You can feel the frequency running through every cell in your body, supporting you and healing you, because God knows you all need the healing in your mind, your body, and your souls. So the journey of the Pillar Code began, and the information that we will deliver you will be from the program that helps heal and cement everybody into the teaching, the healing, and the communicating through the frequency of love. So we look forward to speaking to you often, and we look forward to seeing the journey of yourself lift and progress, and your families and your communities and your countries and the world lift and progress out of the illusion state and back into the truth for all.